Hi, Julia Watts here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to have another look at the Elizabeth Craft Designs Planner Essentials, the new Botanical Blend collection, designed by Esther, as always. So I've got one or two bits and pieces on my desk. I'll just run through what we are going to use, and you will find the products over on my website juliawattscrafts.co.uk for shipping to UK addresses. Also available from ecraftdesigns.com, and if you enter code Julia Watts Crafts in the discount code box at checkout, you'll get 10% discount on orders over $25. Also available at ecraftdesigns.eu, and again, if you enter code Julia Watts Crafts -EU, remember that you need the -EU on this website, then you will get 10% discount on orders over €25. So that's the admin stuff. Oh, get rid of that. I'm just pressing too many buttons. Anyhow, let's crack on. So for my base page, I have let's move my bits and pieces. I've used this one, which is 2280 page with large tab 1. Now, I've said before, it may well have a different name on it when it actually goes live on the websites, which it is now. But this is the name we've been given, and as you can see, we've got a large tab, so depending on which way round you have it, you could have it on the left, on the bottom, or you can have it on the top. And together with this set here, then you've got all three tabs for your planner. And this has got lots and lots of words in it. It's got favourite, photo, loving, story, relax, snapshot, and you. And we are going to use the little U in this demo so you can see how these letters work. And there is this fountain pen or nib here as well. So that's 2280, that's my base page, and the word U we're going to be using. I'm also going to be using elements from this one, which is 2281 page with large tab 2. And as you can see, and as I've said, this has got a large tab in the middle, and we've got some kind of specimen cards here and some tabs as well, and a back out. So I'll show you how those kind of go together. And then I'm also using this border die, which I really like, from 2282 Photo Frame Inlay. Okay. Right, what do we want to do first? That's the question. Right, I have a border, and the papers I'm using are from the Reminiscence the Book 9. And it's got 32 double-sided sheets in 120 GSM and 32 double-sided sheets in 250 GSM. And they are the same designs on the papers as the card. I have used some of mine already. These are the papers. I pulled all the card out, which I've been cutting my base pages from. But I have used some papers as well. You can see you've got bits and pieces that you can cut out, and as well as the blanks as well. Right, and you've also got here, look, A6 pieces, so if you want to make a card, that will fit perfectly on an A6 card. That's Reminiscence the Book 9, which is the brand new book. So this is a paper I've cut using the border. You can see it's got a plain design on the back, or plainish. I thought we'd stamp something in between these reinforcers here. And I am using this set here, which is CSD421. It's the only set with a die in it in this release, and it's called Celebrations 2. So the die is for this little girly here. So don't throw away the die, otherwise you'll be fussy cutting. So let's see what we might want to stamp on the edge here. I quite like that. A photograph captures it all. Will it fit? It will. Let's have that. I'm not going to take any chances because we are doing a video after all. So we're going to pop it into my stamping platform, because I know if I wing it, it'll go wrong. I'm quite happy to wing it, but I do not want to waste these beautiful papers. That's the thing. So obviously at the moment, as I'm recording this, these aren't available, so I can't even order any more to replace them at the minute. So that's going to go in the middle, like so. And hopefully that's straight. And we're going to stamp with Nocturne Versafine Clair, which is the black. More so I can get a good amount of pressure on it. It's not a silhouette design, so it should be quite easy to stamp. I have used it before. Usually more to do with my inking than anything else. And we'll get off. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's just get some of the ink off my stamp. This is a fabulous set. You can see you've got all the numbers there. Celebrate birthday and let's party. I've used those an awful lot. Obviously I've used the girly a lot. I've used this in a previous video as well. The idea is that this one's going to go across opposite the one I did in a previous video. Right, so we are going to use some more of those, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Right, so I've already inked around the edges with Scorched Timber Distress Oxide, as I have here. And this is going to go on my page here, like so. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could colour that in. But we're not going to. We're just going to put this on as is. Remember, this is paper, so you don't want loads of glue. Would be nice to have some glue come out though. That's my pin. I must have a pin on my desk somewhere. Oh. Let's see if I've got one in here. So it doesn't matter how many times you check your glue. It's worse in the summer actually. Right, let's try again. Yeah, you don't want loads of glue on this. It is paper. It is actually very nice having the paper and the card, because obviously the card adds depth and weight and bulk, so you can get less pages in your journal or in your planner. So it is quite nice having the papers. And the Reminiscence books will last you a very long time. If you've had them, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I urge you to try them, because they are fabulous. Okie dokie. That's in there. Right. Then I've got my bits and pieces. Then I've got some photographs. And these are actually photographs of photographs. So they're not best quality, but they are still memories. There's my daughter in a Tinkerbell outfit at a fancy dress party. It was actually my son's 5th birthday party. I think he's just there in the other row. But she's dressed up a Tinkerbell. And he's actually here as well. This has got a bit of a reflection on it. But you can see they're passing something underneath their legs. I can't remember what it was. It's probably a balloon or something. Lots and lots of fun. So all I've done with these, because I did, instead of having them fit this die, I just printed them out in 4 to a postcard size page using Pic Collage, and yeah, a bit small for this. So what I've done is I've just trimmed them down. I think they're 4 by 5, I think, or 4.5 by 5.5, yeah. And then I've got blue bit of card that's 5 by 6, and then that fits nicely in the centre of that, like so. Yes, so I've just used a corner rounder with it. It's not perfect for this round, but it's fine. So these are again from the die I showed you before, which is this one, 2281 page with large tab 2. And we've got this die here, which cuts out like that. And then this die here is the back die. So they go together perfectly. And again, I've just inked around the edges with some Scorched Timber Distress. So one of them is going to go this way and one of them is going to go that way because of the different orientations of the photographs. So I think what we're going to do is, just before we put it together, we're going to use the Minis, which is CS383. And we're going to do, we'll pop a date on. We'll put the date on this one, I think. Because I know it was my son's 5th birthday party, because this is actually from a scrapbook, a big scrapbook that I found the photograph. So it would have been, his birthday's on the 14th of April, and it would have been 2001. So we'll put date on there. So this will be sideways. So we'll put 14th for the 4th, 2001. Okay. So there's no thingy. What's 01? What's 01? We're going to put that. And then on this one, I could do best photo. I could do love this. We do love this, I think. I do like best photo, but let's do love this. I love the mini set. The mini set's brilliant. Use it a lot. Love this. Ooh, there we go. That's going to go on there. Well, not there, not like that. It's going to go that way. Okie dokie, so that's our stamping done. Where's my bit of... There it is. Just get rid of some of the ink so that the stamp doesn't get stacked up with lots and lots and lots of ink. Put that away. Do be careful, because there are so many little stamps on this and you don't actually want to lose any of them. I've no idea how many there are. There's a heck of a lot. They are fantastic stamps. Okie dokie. Right, so let's get this stuck on here. And I've not got a fine tip glue applicator at the minute, which is a bit annoying. So what we're going to have to do is dab some of this glue off on some kitchen roll, so we don't have too much tweezers. Don't want it oozing out, especially on that little grid bit. Don't leave it on the kitchen roll too long, because otherwise it'll stick, and we don't want that. So there isn't actually a little hole in the backer piece, but that's fine. You don't have to have a hole if you don't want one. Just checking it's kind of even. That's why you ink around both edges. And then we get this one on. Pick this up. Put this one on here. They are off slightly, that's me. Okay, and then we get our photographs stuck together. I have moved over to putting glue on photographs, and I said I never would, but it does seem to be fine. I've no idea what this game's called, if it has a name. Photographs are a little bit wonky, but never mind. This is the one that's going to go on here. This is kind of the second stage of the game, so it's going to go second. It's almost like it's in a TV box. And then this one here, I cannot remember the names of these children because it's, I mean, it's going back 24 years, so I've no chance. And the thing is, we moved house quite a few times into quite a few different parts of the UK, so the children didn't keep the same friends. So yeah, no idea who they are. I know Nathan's best friend was called Michael, but I can't see him in these pictures. Okay, good. So, also using this Let's Celebrate 2, we've got these, as I said, we've got these solid Celebrate Birthday and Let's Party stamps. So I've already stamped these onto a card. It's from Sentimental Yours. It's called Warm Stone. So we've got Let's Party and Celebrate. I thought we'd have Let's Party on here, like so. Because obviously it is a party. And then this one goes up here. And this one's going to go down here. And I've got the little girly. Remember the stamp and die set? So we've got stamp there and we've cut it out with the die. And she can sit on top there. Got to move her over a little bit. So she'll sit on top of that there. I think we'll probably stamp, actually. We've got this HB2Y Or we could put 5 down there. Should we put 5 there? Let's have 5 there. I might regret this. We'll see. Just going for it now. Right, I'm going to give that ink a chance to settle in. Keep fingers crossed. That's good. And we may well, let's make sure we've got no glue on this. We may well actually do that happy birthday to you as well. Because it's like a stamp. It is a stamp, you know, as in, you know, like, you know, when you kind of go to the post office or somewhere and somebody stamps something. Let's have that there. I quite like that. Okay, good. Very easy page, this. So let's get this in the bottom. I've just spotted something on the other page that's it's not quite lined up properly. Let me just trim that on the other page. Obviously didn't stick that properly. Okay, that's better. That's neater. Right, let's get this on the bottom. So I've used, you can see I've used, like, this is a luster card, again from Sentiment to Yours. Can't remember what it's called, but it's like a pale blue. And that I thought it coordinated well with Catherine's Tinkerbell outfit. So we're going to have that here. Like so. And then this is going to go up there like that. Make sure it's straight. Okay, looks straight to me. It's there anyway. And then she's going to stand. Oh, she's not going to stand there, is she? She's going to be over a bit. Oh, hang on a sec. I want to have Celebrate in here. So she might have to stand over the happy birthday. Oh, that'll be all right, won't it? That'll work. Right, so let's get Celebrate on first. See, I lay all this out and then I put things in slightly different places and go off at tangents, and then it don't quite fit how I wanted it to. Story of my life, really. Right. Let's see, that's straight under there. Cool. And then she's going to go just there like that. I might actually, I found some really thin foam tape. So I might stick some of that on as well. And then she won't kind of be all wobbly. We need some on the cake as well. It's very thin. It's only about 0.5 millimetre, but you just stop her being a bit wobbly. So we just need a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue on the top of her head. We'll fetch that off. I might just put a little bit more on. Just up here. Just down her legs. Just a little bit there. Right. There she is. And then to finish off, oh no, I'm fibbing. Do you remember there's the box envy, a box envelope, and there's this teeny tiny die. I'll put the number in the description. Teeny tiny die that, oh, there we go, wrong place. That cuts out 4 teeny tiny reinforcers. So I've cut these out of this electric, I think it's called electric blue, this colour here. So that can go on there and on here. If you want to put any twine through, it's easy just to poke a hole through the bottom layer and thread your twine on. So we do that like that. Then I cut out the U. Remember, this is from the die that we've cut the base page out of, which is 2280 page with large tab 1. So I've cut U out here, and then this is how it cuts. So we've got Celebrate, and I'm going to put U in there like that. Okay. So you need to decide whether you want to have the light colour in the background or the solid colour in the background, or the darker colour. I'm going to go with the darker colour in the background because it stands out more and it's opposite to what we've got here. Let me just get my little book. I've got quite a few little bits and pieces stored in here. I just keep them in here because we'll have the opposites that we can use on something else. So we want to take out the U from the centre, because obviously you could use this separate. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing. You could use these bits separate. And then we've also got the O in the centre. That's going to come out, isn't it? I need to use that in a minute. We've got this solid out. It's up to you whether you use this, but it's good to keep it just in case you might want to use it in the future. It's no hassle really, is it? So we're going to put U in now, and you could just use this on its own. You don't have to use the fill it in effectively. You're colouring in with card. I just want to see if this is straight. No, it's definitely not straight. That looks straightish, so we're going with that. Now, before you put this one in, you need to put your filler inner bits in so that you get that bit straight. There's no point putting that in first because then the filler inner bits might not fit properly. I'm sure that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but you'll see in a sec. So now we need the O. Come here. Centre's fallen out again. this then goes in here. So you'd use a solid. Hang on, let me just put this in. So this is the bit that's fallen out, remember? So this now is going to go in there, and that frames the O. So you'd fill that bit in there with this. It's not got the sticky on it. If you didn't want to see the colour underneath. And it's just a different look that you get. So it's nice to have alternative, however you want it. I'll put it back in again in a second. Let's pull it out again. Let's not pull it out again because it doesn't want to come out. Yeah. A little bit of sticky there. There we go. And then we get the U. So now we've got another U here that we can use. I'm going to just store it in my book with the other one. So on another page, if we were doing the same colour scheme, we would have another U that we could use. So as I said, you've got that like that, or we can have it like that. I'm going to leave it out, but I've shown you the alternatives. It doesn't want to come out, does it? Tell you what we'll do. Ah, here we go. It's a really good fit. There we go. This is a pickup tool. So all we need to do now, which I quite often forget when I'm doing a video, is put some reinforcers on. So let's grab. I have cut some out in the electric blue, so it all coordinates. Is she sticking? Yeah, she is, I think. Yeah. I'm going to put a little bit more glue under her, actually, I think. I'll use a pin to pick some glue up. Reinforcers. So yeah, I've just cut some of the little tiny sort of squared off ones out of the electric blue. 6. And then that'll finish it off nicely. Never put them on like that, actually. I wonder if we should put them on like that. No, I'm not happy with that. It has to be square. The trouble with these square ones is that you've got to try and get them straight. But I think it's nice to have the same colour. I was going to do it in a darker blue, but as I've got these little teeny tiny ones in this colour, I thought this would be better. And you see these are quite small, so the fact that I've stamped right next to where they go, it works out quite nicely. So this is for the full-size planner, but obviously aside from the base pages, you can use the elements in the sidekick and in journals and in scrapbooks, whether they be A5 or 12 by 12 or 8 by 8, whatever rocks your boat, these individual elements can be used elsewhere. So there we are. There's my completed page. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're loving the new Botanical Blend collection as much as I do and as the design team does. As I said, you'll find the products over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, for shipping to UK addresses. Also over at ecraftdesigns.com. And remember, if you put code Julia Watts Crafts in the discount code box at checkout, you'll get 10% discount on orders over $25. Then you can also buy them at ecraftdesigns.eu, and if you enter code Julia Watts Crafts -EU in the discount code box at checkout, you'll get 10% discount on orders over €25. And it doesn't have to be just the Botanical Blend Collection, it's on anything. You can put those discount code boxes in. Do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, which is where you are now. There are lots and lots of videos on there and lots more to come. Thank you for watching.